I'd like to do an update today. I met another YouTuber. Well, we actually technically met on, was it yesterday? He posted a message to me on Facebook. Well, I don't really use Facebook to be honest, but I don't know how I got to see the message, but because it's normally set for friends and friends of friends, and yeah. But anyway, I got a message from YouTube on Facebook saying if you wish to see messages like this, you need to adjust your settings, blah blah blah. But somehow they let the message through, which is cool because it didn't pop up anything or show anything. But he's a really cool guy. He's got a YouTube channel and he deserves a lot more views actually. Um, he hasn't been going for very long. He's got about 400 videos, I think. And it's called Dave's Autistic Adventures, etc. And more or something. Anyway, so he saw my drone video that I did, and it turns out, and he's in Scarborough, he lives locally as well, and he saw my drone video, and I was watching his videos as well. So we're both watching each other's videos, um, he decided to go and look me up on Facebook, and oh, my hat's itching me now. Anyway, he messaged me, and he suggested that we go together down to the beach and take our drones down. I thought brilliant because I hate going out on my own, and I don't like. Yeah, it's dodgy. There's a lot of druggies around, dodgy people. And he had a bad experience. He was telling me that he had a bad experience with somebody stole his drone apparently, and he got a replacement from DJI. Anyway, so we had a good day out. It was mainly just we didn't do a great deal of videoing of the scenery. It was mainly a technical. Well, for me anyway, it was mainly a technical test because it's only the second time I've actually flown the Sea Fly Faith Mini. And we went down to the beach, so it was cool. But mind you, bloody freezing. I mean, and it was actually the weather conditions and the satellite systems were all good, apart from the wind. It was just a bit too windy. Anyway, I've got some footage, which I'm currently gonna try and compile. And I have to be honest with you. It's been quite a long time since I did any video editing, and let me explain why that is. I made up my mind that I was not going to upgrade to Windows 7 or Windows 8 or 10 or whatever, because from my past experiences, because I started out with Windows 95. Basically, that's when I first got a computer, when Windows 95 was just coming out. And there were people before me who used Windows 3.1, which was all text based, and didn't have a graphical user interface. It was mainly command line. So when I got my first computer, it was Windows 95, and we're basically talking about 1995, 96, 97. So I actually started learning about computers quite early on. Obviously, there were people earlier than me, but from my particular age group, because I'm in my 60s, fairly early on. But I learned a lot of video editing stuff, and I just got sick of all the constant nagging of Windows to update, and then you updated, and then it would break something. And anyone that's out there that's familiar with this situation will know how frustrating and annoying it gets after a while when you're constantly being nagged by Windows updates to update your system, and you update your system, then the software that you were using that you really like stops working. And that's basically what happened to me. I was constantly in a battle because software that I had that I liked and I just didn't want to change, and it would just stop working for no apparent reason because of some silly update that Windows put out. And then you'd have to get an update for the software that was broken that would no longer work to fix that. And then as soon as you get that fixed, then Windows updates, does another update, then you're back to square one again, it breaks again. And this is what happens, you know. And so I got sick of it. And then there's the virus problem. You know, if you don't update your operating system, you're vulnerable to viruses. And God knows, we had a few of those. But I had all these different software that I used. I used all sorts of. Initially, started out with McAfee and all the conventional basic antivirus programs that we all know about. But I went on to more advanced antivirus programs, and because of my mental problem, I keep forgetting the names of stuff. I went on to more advanced antivirus software. Now, this is strange because some of this software, like Online Armor, was one of the best antivirus types of, well, firewalls basically. It kept Trojans out. It would detect malicious, suspicious activity, and I was heartbroken when I learned that Online Armor, when I contacted the technical people who were behind it, who was responsible for the software, told me that they were discontinuing Online Armor for Windows XP, and I really liked XP. They said the reason why they were discontinuing it was because there was a security vulnerability in the Windows. Oh God, I've forgotten what you call that now. In the main engine of Windows, that is the thing that makes Windows tick, basically. I can't think of the name of it now, but let me just pause while it comes to me. I can't find it. Flipping, I can't remember, but it was MCSoft who was responsible for Online Armor. So basically, what happened was MCSoft decided to merge Online Armor with anti-malware as one unit, and it would no longer work on XP. So I couldn't no longer update that, but I've still got Online Armor on some of my operating systems, but it doesn't really give me much protection, which is the reason why I decided to block Windows XP from having access to the internet, because it was no longer protected in any way because of all the new strange of really advanced malware that's going around. I can't think of the name of that program, of the system file that I was trying to think of, but I've got my train of thought now. Anyway, I'm sidetracking, I suppose. What I was going to say was we took some really cool videos today when we were down on the beach, and because I don't have any decent software for editing the new MP X80, no, what is it? X264 codex, I think it is X265 codex, X264 codex, I can't remember it now. Anyway, because my software, the old software on XP is basically, it's Nero Edition 7, and it mostly supports MPG. It doesn't really support the later codecs. I can't edit or compile the videos on XP because I've got ordinary video compressors like Handbrake, which will compress videos down, but that's no good for doing editing really. I've got another one, another free software program, but it's only a basic one, and I want to interlace some of the videos that we shot. I want the soundtrack to be mixed with the high definition recording that I did. So in order to do that, there's two ways I could do that. In the past, I did it the old school way, which was to extract the audio from the low resolution, recording, which was done from the screen capture, and then and substitute the screen or the audio from that into the high definition recording that the drone made. So that is another way of doing it. But ideally, I want to do some editing so that I can splice it together. Now, in order to do that, I need to get software that runs on Linux. Now, as you know, I've got the virtual machine. I can run Linux, Ubuntu, Zorinos. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. I'm currently trying to install a program called Kden Live, KDEN Live, LIVE. So I've been struggling to install this for about an hour. On the other virtual machine, the other Ubuntu version, it wouldn't install. It's actually installed on this other one. So cool, right? So what I did was I booted into the other Ubuntu version, which I've got, because what happened was I got sick of the nags. It started to nag me on this as well. It was constantly nagging for updates and things, and I'm watching a YouTube video and the flipping boxes coming up and everything slowed down because it was doing updates in the background, and I couldn't turn it off. I just couldn't turn the damn updates off. I wanted to do it manually. I wanted to just do the updates manually, but it wouldn't let me. So I ended up going into the settings and deleting, removing or unselecting all of the source files, you know, the links to where all the repositories are located. So now I can't seem to get them back again unless I reinstall that Ubuntu. So the repository, the installation links are no longer there for some reason. It just says not set, and I can't even seem to add anything. So I thought, well, bugger it, I'll just boot into the other Ubuntu, which is what I'm in now. I'll install Kden Live on here, because this other Ubuntu, I never use it apart from when I'm as a backup, really. So I've installed Kden Live on here and it's working. So as long as I can edit these videos, that's really all I want. And then I can transfer them across my SD card and then upload them onto YouTube from the other system. So that's what I'm fighting about right now. Anyway, we had a good time today. It was interesting. It's cool to be able to go down and take drone footage, because I tell you, it's getting a bit dangerous now, because if you're going out on your own, this other guy, Dave, he had a bad experience where somebody stole his drone from him, and that was, you're talking about a few £1,000s maybe. I think they've come down in price quite a bit now, but I think he said it was 500 or something, or 400. But anyway, he lost his drone because somebody stole it. So it gets a bit dangerous to actually go out now to, especially if it's quite late, to fly your drone. So it's always good that you go out with a buddy, have a spotter or a buddy, have somebody with you, because that way they're less likely to mess with you if you got people with you. So anyway, it was a cool day. I'm hoping to get this video edited for you, and I'll get it uploaded and you'll be able to enjoy seeing a bit of the Grand Hotel, because we didn't really move around too much, but we took some video of the Grand Hotel. I was impressed with the quality of my video. It's come out really well. It looks really clear. Excellent, actually. So anyway, let me get to this software, get this launched, because I'm about to click on that launch button. I'm hoping it doesn't crash. Mind you, I'm on Ubuntu, so things rarely crash on Ubuntu, but it's slow. That's the only problem. Ubuntu is on the virtual machine, so it's like a machine inside a machine, so it can be a little bit slow to start things up, because it's got 6-core CPU down here bottom. I don't know if you can see that. Probably, I don't know. Oh yeah, it's going to take a while to load, but if I can edit this, it might be me editing this in slow motion. I'll get this uploaded to YouTube for you, and you'll be able to check that out maybe in a couple of days. I'm not going to say tonight because there's no chance. Possibly, what day is it? It's Tuesday, so maybe Thursday. Maybe I can get it uploaded by Thursday, get it edited and done. We'll try anyway, we'll see what we can do. If not, I'll just have to upload it raw, because I am not going to use Windows 7, Windows 8, or, yeah. I'm not going to bother with that. No. Too many viruses and malware around that keep, I just don't, I'm at that age where I just can't be dealing with all this nonsense. You know, caught in the wheel of the cyclic wheel of going round in circles, chasing your own tail, trying to solve problems that are created by supposed fixes. Things that are supposed to fix things for you might fix it for somebody else, but it breaks it for you, and then, yeah, you get the message, I think. So that's basically me. I just haven't got time to be fighting about with with all this nonsense. Anyway, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the little update on what's going on at the moment, and see you later. Oh yeah, another thing, it's nearly Christmas, isn't it? So it'll be Christmas next week, so I hope you have a nice holiday and a happy new year if you don't hear from me before then. And oh, that's another thing, I want to go and take some drone footage at some point of the fireworks of the New Year's Eve. I'm going to hope, fingers crossed, the wind won't be too strong and we've got satellites and I can hover at least 100 feet maybe and get some video of the fireworks on New Year's Eve. I'm going to see if I can do it, but don't count on it, because the weather around here, it's nearly always bad, it's nearly always windy, and it's almost like tossing a dice, trying to hope that you're going to get good weather and everything on a day that you want to fly is pretty difficult. And I mean, look, you only have to look at Bonfire Night or Guy Fawkes. Every time we have Guy Fawkes, it's blooming raining. Nearly every time we have Guy Fawkes or November the 5th, it's always bloody raining, or we've got fog or something. So we'll just have to hope, won't we? And see what happens. Bye for now.